All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here, Jimmy Britt, Amazing Jimmy Britt, and we are going to talk about what is going on with the Gladiator. There is something fishy, something behind the scenes, something we don't know about that I'm kind of curious on. So we're going to take a look at that. So first of all, here's a Rubicon right here, 2025 Rubicon, and we can see on this one, what do they got on there? It's upside down. What's that sticker say? 55,910. 55,910 for your basic model. This is not, but not only is it basic, it's actually got mud terrains on it too. Look how nice that is. But we got the 33-inch mud terrains on this. This is your basic Rubicon setup. Here's a Willys right here. How much is a Willys? Just out of curiosity. If that's 55, what's this Willys coming in at? 50. Okay, 50 for this. But we're at 55 for that Rubicon. We're going to use that for comparison purposes. $55,900, so $56,000 for this one right here. Hard top, standard fenders. We got all the bells and whistles on here that makes things nice. We got the LED lights on here too. Nice setup on this. So we got, you got your basic stuff here. Nice looking, bed line too, which is really nice. Mine's not bed lined. Okay, we look at this thing, well done. Nice, like I said, mud terrain tires, bed liner in it, some upgrades in there, plus all the stuff you get with the 2025 over my 2023 that is sitting right here. My MSRP was $59,000 on this. That's $56,000 there. It's $3,000 difference, and I don't have some of the options, including a bed liner or any of that kind of stuff with mine. I have a bed mat that I put in mine, but mine is not bed lined in the back end. I don't have some of those features, and I don't have the upgrades you can see, but it is not bed lined. Okay, so we got to take that stuff into consideration. But what's going on right now, remember when I bought this Gladiator, you guys were there, but I got basically round it called 11 grand off, and I fought like crazy to get that $11,000 off. Okay, $3,000 to $4,000 or $5,000 was the best we were doing. I drove a long way to go get this because of that discount. And then literally a month later, the floor fell out of them, and then everybody was getting 10 grand off on them like crazy. And then 6 months later, everybody was getting 15 grand off on these things. They were just, remember, the floor fell right out on them. We thought it was because they were trying to get rid of the 2023s for the new 2024s to come in. Then the 2024s hit with their high MSRPs, and the floors fell out of them, and they were dumping them like crazy. 2025, they lowered the MSRP. We thought it would stabilize, but no. Okay, this dealership right here, a buddy of mine at this exact dealer just bought a Rubicon, 2025 Rubicon in Anvil, just like the one you're seeing right here, and he paid $42,000 and some change. Called $42,500. He paid $42,500 for this truck right here. Think about that, $42,500 for a 2025 Rubicon, okay, that has a sticker price of $56,000. That's like 26% off, 25% off. That is massive, and that's not fighting hard. Jeep's got all these rebates right now, including an extra $7 grand in bonus cash on 2025 Rubicons. Why? What has Jeep got up his sleeve? Why would they do that? There's not that many Rubicons out here. There's not that many Gladiators available. There's some, but there's really not that many. They already lowered the price. Look, this lot has two. We have these two right here. A Willis, either way. We have a Willys here, and we have a Rubicon here, and then we have mine. But look at all these Wranglers. We got Wranglers up to wazoo. Okay, that should be a t-shirt, Wranglers up the wazoo. But look at all the Wranglers we have. Tons and tons and tons of Wranglers. Wranglers all over the place in here. But we only have two Gladiators. There's even more Wranglers over there. Like I said, they're everywhere. Two Gladiators. Yet the deals they're giving on these Gladiators is 25% off. Why? So I got a list of questions that I'm curious of. Maybe you guys can answer them, maybe you can't, but I'm curious as to see what's going on. They will also influence my decision on what I'm going to do with mine coming up, because I made another video on that. What's happening where, I'm screwed with my Gladiator. I don't know what I'm going to title it. I just recorded it 5 minutes ago, but this is a continuation of that, because I have to take into consideration what's going to happen with mine when I go to buy my Color 41 one at the Gladiator Rubicon at the end of this year. We got to weigh some of those considerations. But so here's my questions. Why is Jeep offering such big discounts on a 2025 Gladiator? Why is that? There has to be something behind the scenes. There's no reason for it. They're not running that big of ones on the Wranglers. Why is it the Gladiator Jeep is pushing so hard right now to try to move these. Is it because of tariffs? I don't think so. What is it about the Gladiator that they want to try so hard to move it? I don't understand that. Could it be because in 2026, which literally they could be releasing any time, we know in August is when the Hemi starts production for both the 392 and the 5.7 Hemi kick back off in Dundee, Michigan. Could that Hemi 5.7 or the 392 end up going into these? Could they have already figured out how to put a Hurricane in it? And there's a Hurricane going into a 2026 model, so they're trying to move the 2025s because there's enough of them out there that they can try and clear them out, and then know that these other ones are going to start hitting production pretty quick. Could that be it? Could it be because the 2026 Gladiator is going to be a new motor and they know that that's going to sell, so they're trying to get these ones out the door so they can get that one ready? If that's the case, does that mean that the 2020, let's say it's come with a Hurricane. Let's forget the Hemi. Let's just forget the Hemi right now because the Hemi production doesn't start till August. But let's say they're planning on putting a Hurricane or Hemi, I don't care, either one. They're planning on bringing out a new motor in this thing, and it's a 2026, and they're going to launch it pretty soon. Are they lowering the prices on the 25s to get these moved because they are planning to bring the 2026 in with a Hurricane or whatever's going to be in it, and they're going to actually try to get that price to be very similar to these, or maybe just a couple grand more? And they know that if they were to bring that out while these are already available, these would never move again. People wouldn't buy them. You know, who's gonna spend, you know, $55,000 for this when for 57 or 58,000 they can get it with a Hurricane? Okay, do the math. So could that be the reason? Could it be because they're trying to clear them out because they got something big coming for 2026? I don't know. And that 2026 could be here early. Look at a Passport. Okay, the Honda Passport. It's already out. It's a 2026. It's been out for a month. And that's a 2026 model year, out in the first quarter of 2025. We've seen this stuff before. Could happen. I don't know. Are they going to... our MSRPs, are they going to drop again? Is that why they're trying to clear them? That kind of goes along the same lines, but maybe for 2026, their intentions, are they going to make some major cuts to these things? Okay, Ford does this stuff all the time, but they don't cut the price. Okay, Ford cuts stuff out of their vehicles, technical cost reductions, taking away your Torsen front axles, it's going from a Dana 60 to a Dana 50. They play these games all the time. Lariat goes from leather to be vinyl. They do this stuff and they don't tell you, and they charge you a little bit more. Or the cost stays the same. It's technical cost reduction. Is Jeep planning on some kind of technical cost reduction on this, where the 2026 is going to come in at a lower MSRP to help people be excited about a lower MSRP, but it's going to really be less vehicle? We don't know. Sorry if you're seeing those halos on there, man. The light's just so hazy out here right now with humidity. So what's Jeep not telling us? What is the reason? What is the plan? Why? Why is Jeep knocking 26% off on 2025s in the first quarter of 2025? That's the question. There's something going on behind the scenes that we don't understand. Now in the comments you're going to people, because it's a piece of crap, because it's a Jeep. You know, these guys can kiss my ass. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't want to hear it. I'm looking for legit considerations here. What's the reality of this? Why would Stellantis or Jeep, why are they playing this game? What is the hidden thing behind it? What is there to it? Now, I can understand how they pulled this stuff with the 2024s, especially because of Tavares being in there and how high the 2024s were priced, how high the 2023s were priced when the floor fell out right after I bought this one, and then the floor drops out of them, and they do everything they can to make those prices better. I get that. I understand it. Same with the 2024s. They still suffered higher MSRPs, and they weren't dealing very well, and Tavares was the cause of that. He's gone. Prices are down. Floor is falling out of them. Good deals are available. But why? There's not that many of them out yet. I don't understand. I don't have an answer for it. Maybe you do. Maybe you can tell me something that I'm not getting as to why we got a ton of Wranglers and we only got a couple of Gladiators here. This place moves Gladiators and Wranglers like crazy. They roll through the stock here. They move them fast. But why? Why? I don't get it. What is up their sleeve? What is their plan? What aren't they telling us? What are they trying to do that we're not aware of? And all that stuff has me wondering and thinking. I'm just curious. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being, maybe I got a tinfoil hat on here, but I'm sensing that something weird is going on for that to be happening. It made sense in 23 in the end of 2023, you know, because I bought this in August. And then in end of September, these things dropped out on 2023s. We expected it with the 2024s. Makes sense. Does not make sense for 2025s in the first quarter to be pulling this big of a discount and these kind of things. What do they have up their sleeves? If you have any ideas or your guess or anything like that, put them below. I'm curious what you're thinking. Maybe I'm overlooking something. Maybe I'm missing it. But I'd love to hear what you got to say. Thanks for watching.